Well, here we are, guys. It's December 30th. We're almost to the end of 2024. How are you feeling? What's going through your head? Are you going to make some resolutions, or are you just going to give it to God and let Him direct you? Leave me a comment in the video and let me know. My name is Renee. If you're new here, I make videos every day about what our focus needs to be, how we need to get there, and I use tarot and oracle cards to help us with that. So I hope that these videos will resonate. I hope you'll decide to subscribe to my channel, and please give this video a thumbs up if it resonates. Okay, let's get started and let's see, what does our focus need to be today? We pull this card a lot. Two-Spirit diversity. What is your world looking like? Are you being accepting of other people and their ideas, their ways of life? We live in a very politically charged climate right now in the States. We're getting ready to change presidencies. So I know that this might not seem like a two-spirit issue here, but I'm talking about just being more open to people who are different than you. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be two-spirit or LGBTQ, although that's what this card is an indication of. Do you have someone in your life? Are you someone who fits this description? How is your relationship with that person? If you do have someone that maybe you are trying to be supportive of or accepting of, how are you feeling about that? I want you to do some reflection and figure out where you fall on that spectrum of acceptance. How open are you to diversity? Because we're going into 2025, and this whole issue might really be hurting your relationship with someone, or maybe it's just a call for you to just be a little more supportive and understanding and, walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Understand where they're coming from. How does this card show up for you in your life? Like I said, it doesn't have to be a sexual orientation thing. It can also be a race thing. It can be just, maybe you're having a difference of opinion with someone. Okay, let's just look at our tarot messages and see what we get for today. Our first card, Nine of Water, Joy. This is the Nine of Cups in a traditional deck, and whenever it shows up, I tell everybody, make a wish. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot deck because this is the wish fulfillment card. That's exactly what we're supposed to do when we see it. Make a wish, because the cards and spirit is telling us, hey, I'm on your side. I want to work with you to make your goals and dreams come true. What are the desires of your heart? So this card is also about an abundance of things, being able to enjoy, indulging in a lot of things, in whatever it is that makes your heart happy, makes you happy. Today would be a good day. A lot of people are on vacation right now because it is the end of the year. A lot of businesses are closed at this week, the last week of the year. So maybe you're overindulging a lot in something. I also try to warn people, it's good to let your hair down, enjoy things, but don't overdo it. Take a check here, another self-evaluation check, and see where you're at with your diet, your drinking, your self-care. Make sure you're taking care of you, because it's easy for us to get lost in the details at this time of year, and then it's hard to hit the reset button on January 1st. So I invite you to just take stock and make a wish. Send your wish out to God. I love this card. This is one of my favorites. Okay, we have Four of Fire reversed, Contemplation. This is the Four of Wands in a traditional deck, and whenever it shows up, I feel like we are not celebrating. So it's kind of interesting that we have this card of overindulgence, and then we have this card of not really taking stock in the things that make us happy. Have you got those things confused? Have you been maybe putting too much emphasis on one area of your life and not enough emphasis on another area, one that will actually bring you real joy and happiness, because it's time for you to start paying attention to that. That's going to bring you the real joy. So, we're at the end of the year, and I feel like, I kind of covered this in yesterday's reading, I believe it was, where it was the one about accomplishment. Are you really proud of your accomplishments? Are you acknowledging them? Or are you kind of just grinding and not really taking stock of how far you've come in the last 12 months? Because now we're at the beginning of a new chapter, and we've got blank pages that we want to fill in, and we want to have the life of our dreams with this 9 of water. We want to experience joy, but you first have to know what you want that to look like. You also, I think, sometimes we get so caught up in trying to make our goals and dreams come true that we forget about the little successes and victories that we've had. And I do want you to experience those. Now, when I see this card reversed, I also feel like there can be some unhappiness on your home front. And could that be a result of overindulging? Not paying enough attention to your partner's needs. If you are in a relationship, and we do have a card that kind of does tell us about relationships. Make sure that you are not only being fulfilled yourself, but make sure that you're in sync with your partner. What does your relationship look like right now? Because when this card shows up, I can kind of see there could be some trouble in a relationship as well. When this card's upright, it could actually mean marriage proposals that could be coming your way. But see, when it's reversed, you see how I get that feeling that something may not be right at home. So maybe that's an indication or a confirmation, if you're experiencing that something in this reading is going to be for you, that's going to help you get back on track. Oops, sorry guys. Oh, beautiful. 10 of water, fulfillment. So we have a progression here. We have the 9 of water, joy coming our way, happiness, and we've got 10 of water, 10 of cups in a traditional deck. So I was just saying how this card could be an indication that there's trouble at home. This card tells us when it's upright that everything's good and going well. So if we can do the work to get this card upright, everything else is going to fall into place. I'm just getting a strong sense that relationships need to be at the forefront of your priorities, at the top of your list, because that's going to help you find joy and happiness and get this card combination here, get it right. I love when there's a progression, and especially when it's upright like this. We are to be focusing on the people around us. Remember, yesterday's reading was about connections. How are your connections going? This is going to be really, really important for you in finding joy and happiness right now. Think about the people around you. Think about, a lot of times when we are giving happiness and joy to other people, it really makes us feel fulfilled too. Don't get so hung up and self-centered that you're not thinking about your family and friends, how much their input and how much you value that means to you, and how much more richer your life can be if all your relationships are falling into place and happy. Okay, let's take a look at our tea leaf cards. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. I was just telling you at the time of this video, it's that last week of the year where a lot of people are on vacation, we're enjoying the holidays, and we're getting to the point where we're going to start wrapping it up. New Year's is tomorrow. I just invite you to, I know a lot of people don't like resolutions. I enjoy this time of year because I feel like we get to hit the reset button. And whatever we've been doing that hasn't been working with this contemplation, when this card's reversed, we're getting a sense that this energy is blocked. You've been contemplating something and you're not happy really with where you're at with it. Something needs to change in order to get here with the 9 and 10 of water, of joy and fulfillment. So I invite you right now to take a look at that. And even if resolutions help you, really make an effort this year to stick with them. Stick with them and see what your 2025 is going to look like. You know, maybe you can play it forward and see where we're at 365 days from now if you really and truly stick to your resolutions. I've done that myself. Last May, I decided I was going to quit drinking. It was playing too big a role in my life. I didn't like the way it was making me feel. And I thought, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm going to make a change. And I did the work, and I'm happier for it now. My life has been a lot better. My health has improved 100%. And I invite anybody to just take stock in what you want to change about yourself and see what the coming months can bring for you. It's a wonderful feeling. And that makes me feel proud of myself. This energy is not blocked for me. I am enjoying my accomplishments, and I'm feeling proud of myself. And it's also boosted my self-esteem and my self-confidence a lot. So think about what you want to change in your life and go for it. Really work hard and do it. Okay, we have scales. Ooh, keep your life in balance. Okay, we were just talking about that. What's out of control in your life and what needs to come back into balance. Now, this is Libra energy. Whenever I see the scales, I always remind people of that connection, because if you are a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, this could be confirmation for you that yes, there's a message here for you. But we all can get out of balance sometimes, especially when we have the 9 of water here, where we might be overindulging in something. It's time to rein it in. It's time to bring balance and order back into our lives. We're ready to get back on track with the new year coming up. And just think about what in your life you might be sending too much energy and focus on. And it could be making something else out of balance. Because when the 10 of water is showing up with this fulfillment, listen, I would be saying everything's going well and good if we didn't have this card telling us that we need to contemplate and we need to bring the focus back to something. There's something about this card combination here telling me that something's out of whack, something's out of balance, and it is time for you to rein it in. You're going to be happier if you do. You're going to experience the 9 and 10 of water if you can get this balance and order back into your life. And our last card, fire. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. I feel like with this card combination that we've been experiencing that because we know that something is out of whack and out of balance, and it's really causing us a lot of turmoil. Especially with this diversity card here telling me that we have not been, there's definite imbalances here for some of us. And it's really time for us to think about how to, embrace more of our wishes coming true, real joy. But we have to do the contemplation. We have to look and see what it is that's causing this energy for us to be out of whack and figure out how we need to bring it back in. I know I put a lot out there for you guys. I want you to hang on to this card here, especially at this time of year. Make a wish. Your wishes deserve fulfillment. You deserve fulfillment. That's what the 10 of Cups is telling us. So make those wishes. Send them out into the universe. Send them up, pray them up to God, and see what happens. Get really passionate about yourself, your goals and your dreams for 2025, and use that fire in your belly to make things happen. Okay, I hope you have a beautiful day, everybody. I'm sending you joy, love, health, and wealth, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow for another reading. Bye-bye.